Hello, grade 9 students. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm Mrs. Maysam Al-Masri, your physics teacher, and we're going to start by Unit 2 Electricity, Chapter 5, which is DC voltage. But before we explain the meaning of this title, we're going to remember together some ideas you had taken previously in grade 7. So let's start by the incandescent lamp. As you can see in this figure, we have an incandescent lamp labeled by its four main parts. It has a glass bulb. Inside we have the tungsten filament, and the filament means a wire, and it's made up of the metal tungsten. Tungsten is a metal that can resist high melting point, so it can withstand high electricity and temperature. It also has the base and the central contact. And we call the base and the central contact the terminals of the lamp, because when we want to connect it to a source of electricity, it must be connected from the base and the central contact, from its terminals. So the lamp is connected from this part, the lower part, from the base and the central contact, and that's why we call them the terminals of the lamp. Because the filament inside the lamp has two extremities. One extremity is connected to the base, the other to the central contact. That's why we have to connect the lamp from the base and the central contact, and we call them the terminals. So when electricity moves in the filament will heat up and emit the light. That's how an incandescent lamp functions. So all you have to know that this is a lamp and it needs electricity in order to glow. The source of electricity could be the dry cell. The dry cell is also known as the battery, and we can also call it the electric generator. So a dry cell or the battery is a source of electric current. And because it's a source of electricity, it's a source of electric current, that's why we call it a generator. So we can use it in order to light a lamp. So the dry cell or the battery or the generator, it's a source of electric current, and we use it in order to light a lamp. As you can see in this picture, we have different types and sizes of dry cells. We have these four dry cells have a cylindrical shape, and this dry cell has a rectangular shape. We also have different shapes also, like the car battery, the round battery. We have different shapes and sizes of dry cells, but each dry cell has two distinct poles or different poles. One pole is positive plus, and the second is negative minus. And when we want to connect the dry cell, we have to connect it from its two poles, the positive and the negative. Concerning this dry cell, the poles are next to each other. This is the negative pole and this is the positive pole. So in order to connect the lamp to the dry cell, we need connecting wires. So when we connect them together by connecting wires, we form something called electric circuit. So what's an electric circuit? It's a group of electric components that is mainly formed of a dry cell. It must have a dry cell because it's the source of electric current. We can also put a lamp or a motor. The lamp needs electricity in order to glow, and the motor needs electricity in order to rotate, just like the motor of the fan. It needs electricity to function. We join them by connecting wires, and we can add a switch on-off in order to control electricity. So the lamp, dry cell, connecting wires, switch, we call them electric components. When we join them all together, we form the electric circuit. Here we have an electric circuit. It has a battery, lamp, switch, and they are connected by connecting wires. 1, 2, 3 connecting wires. So this is an electric circuit and the switch is closed. When it's closed, it allows electric current to move in the circuit and the lamp glows. But when we open it, then the electricity will not move in the circuit and the lamp will turn off. In the second circuit here, we do not have a switch, so the switch can be either put in the circuit and we also can take it off. So we have a dry cell here, a lamp, and they are connected by connecting wires. The positive pole is connected to the base here and the negative pole to the central contact. So the dry cell must be connected from its poles and the lamp must be connected from its terminals by connecting wire in order to form an electric circuit. Now each component